Hare Krishna. Today our satsang is Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 14th chapter, 19th shloka, the three modes of material nature. When one sees that in all activities, there is no other performer is at work other than the modes of material nature, and he knows the Supreme Lord, who is transcendental to these modes, he attains my spiritual nature. One who knows that all activities are performed by somebody else, not himself. That is very strange, because the whole world feels that they themselves are doing everything. But Lord Sri Krishna here is explicitly saying that all works are carried out by modes of material nature and only material nature, not by anything else. And we are not the material modes. We are the souls. So in other words, one who sees that there is some other performer of all works other than himself, he actually sees. And not only this, Lord Sri Krishna is saying, he also knows Supreme Lord is unattached to these modes. Not only Supreme Lord Krishna, but also you is unattached to these modes. It is the third thing which is acting. Suppose if we divide the Paramatma, Atma and Prakriti in a modes of nature, so there are three things subjects here. A, B, C. A is Super Soul, Lord. B is Soul. C is Prakriti, modes, material modes of nature. So A and B are qualitatively one, related to each other, but this A and B are not related to this C, material nature, in any manner. They are transcendental, beyond. But unfortunately, what is happening is this B element, who is souls, instead of getting associated with the Lord, it is getting associated with inferior nature called Prakriti, material nature. And there, the only one thing is happening, that is the forgetfulness of the mercy of the Lord. We forget Lord and His mercy only because of the C element called material modes. So that is the total samamyam of ignorance. And that is, we can say, the delusion of all souls, where we are compelled to forget the Supreme Lord, who is the ultimate relator of the souls as well as the Prakriti. But he is intimately attached with the soul's B element, and this C element, it is a Bhinna Prakriti, it is separated. So Krishna is saying here, the relation between the God and the soul and you yourself is broken only because of one thing, that is forgetfulness. And that remembrance has to review. If you rewind it, if you remind it, then you will know that you do not belong to this C nature called material nature. You belong to superior nature of Krishna nature. And ultimately the transformation took place from the here. So since now, from time immemorial, you are getting associated with the modes of nature and falsely identifying yourself with the bodies you are getting. And in every birth you are leaving the body, taking another body again after death. And in this way the transmigration of soul is continuously happening from the time immemorial. And only sin you are committing here, why you have been victimized for this miserable situation or intolerable situation, is forgetfulness of the God. The only one sin you have committed is forgetfulness of the God. So when with the grace of the God and Guru, if you come to know that you are related only with the God and nothing with else, then there your original identity is restored. So the thing to be done is remembrance. And for remembrance and constant remembrance of God, you should always practice some methods. And the most easiest method to remember the God is chanting His name. When you chant the Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, immediately you get associated with the same God. Because this mantra is the worldly incarnation of the Lord. He has transformed into words, Shabda Avatar. So this is most easiest way. You may say that mantra is very lengthy, then you can go with simple one word, Ram. Ram is also the name of Lord Sri Krishna. So you can directly chant that name and get associated with God easily. Because Ram is so sweet and so simple, in all circumstances you can chant it very easily. That's why the great Lord Shankara, God of gods, and even till now our Gandhiji used to practice this Rama Nama. So what I want to say is, you have two options in life to live. One is with God, one is without God. With God is enjoying the mercy of the Lord, and it has no limits. Second option, without God, is depending on your own deeds for happiness, and if deeds are not rightly performed, then sorrow will also follow you. So this risk you have to take in path of karma. So dear devotees, my humble submission to all of you is, do all possible methods within your capacity to remember constantly Lord Sri Krishna. Prabhupada ji prescribed 16 rounds of chanting. Even that is done, you can easily remember the Lord for a whole day. And if you are getting taste in the chanting, then you can improve to the maximum capacity. So this is the thing you have to do to get rid of this seen element, materialism, material modes. Because you are nowhere related to it and you are imposing all false designations for your self, which are related only to your body. You have become son, father, husband, wife. So many nonsense things you have done. And nothing can bring you the maximum satisfaction. And nothing is also permanent. So every time either you are losing it or the relations are turning sore, miserable. So this is very complex thing, this materialism do not suit the soul. Soul are eternally blissful, joyful and related to Krishna eternally, and they are also full of bliss, ananda. So choice is yours. You want to enjoy the nectar or you want to suffer eternally with material. That's why my submission is, keep the Lord's name on your tongue always. Read His glories, His teachings, and associate with devotees. Then definitely you will remember Krishna always. Thank you and Hare Krishna.